Not too long ago, I put out a video of a reenactment of me on a phone sales call. And the YouTube community slaughtered me in the comments saying how it's so fake and this approach would never work. And quite frankly, I was pretty shocked by people's reactions, given that it is a call that I've made a million times. And I've used it to set thousands of appointments. This time, I've actually asked one of my clients to help me reenact our first sales conversation to show you exactly how it was done. This is a company president, and it's real. Everything in this call is real. It is a reenactment, but it is a very real call that led to a large piece of business. This prospect was the president of the company. Now pay close attention to not just what I say, but how I say it, as well as my reaction to any pushback. In this video, I'm going to show you a real life phone sales call to a company president. Check it out.
Hi,
Hey, it's Mark Wayshack calling. How have you been?
I'm good, thanks, but I don't really have time to talk right now.
Okay, well, you know what? I totally understand. Would it be okay if I just took 30 seconds to tell you why I called? And if after it doesn't make sense to continue, we could just hang up. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, thanks. So the reason for my call is that I recently sent you a copy of my book, The High Velocity Sales Organization, and I wanted to see if you got it. Have you seen it come through by any chance?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, well, I'll make sure that we resend that today. As a sales strategist, I work with senior leaders to develop the strategy to dramatically increase sales. And what we're seeing out there right now from our internal data is that in the financial industry alone, quota attainment of sales teams has actually dropped from 63% to 53% in just the past 5 years. And in fact, right now, our clients are coming to us for really three key reasons. They're either struggling to find new talent to scale their teams. They're worried that their salespeople aren't making the most of existing sales opportunities, or finally, they're just frustrated with the general lack of sales prospecting and lead generation from the team. Do any of those issues ring true to you?
Yeah, of course, but I'm kind of upset with all this.
You are okay. You know what? It sounds fair. I mean, it sounds like this call just may not make sense right now. Before I hang up, can I just ask one last question?
Yeah, sure.
If you could improve one thing with your sales organization right now, what would it be?
Close more sales.
Tell me just a little bit more about that.
We see a lot of people, and I think if folks were just closing more consistently, of course, that make the numbers work better.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I mean, we hear that all the time, of course. I mean, can you just paint me a little bit more of a picture of what you see happening right now?
It's something we see a lot. I think in a lot of industries, and particularly, here is just people digging a little bit deeper, and really getting to the root causes of what clients are thinking, and just making sure they're following up on what's important.
Mm-hmm. And you feel like they're not really doing an incredibly strong job of that right now?
There's people that do a great job, but everybody could use some work.
Mm. I mean, if you were able to get your existing team firing more on all cylinders, what do you think it could mean in potential upside revenues?
Oh, we got a lot of upside. Right now, and one of the things I'm excited about is kind of the opportunity going forward. But we're doing well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just ballpark, what do you think could be upside for getting the team firing?
We moved our close ratio up a bit more, digging a little bit deeper over time. Probably short term, we could probably run up another $500,000 to $1 million in revenue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense. Can I make a recommendation?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't we schedule a meeting at your office where we can discuss this further and I can show you some of the best practices of what my best clients are doing to address this issue, particularly around close ratio and closing sales. Does that make sense for you?
It's so important. I'm really busy right now. I think maybe a couple of months out probably be a better time for me.
Okay, you know what? That's totally okay. But just before I get off, then, I mean, usually when clients want to push this out, it usually means that this just is not a priority right now. I mean, is that the case here?
No, it's definitely a priority.
Okay, well, fair enough. Then, just looking at your calendar, is there not 1 hour over the next 2 weeks that you think might work for you?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you could do Tuesday morning on the 15th, we could spend a little while together.
Okay, actually, that works for me. What's the best time that works for you in that morning?
Only time I have is 8 a.m.
Perfect, perfect. I can actually make that work. That's great. What address should I meet you at?
Uh,
Okay, perfect. Okay, I've got that. That's headquarters. All right, and is there just before we get off here, is there anyone else that you'd want to include in this conversation?
nah, just me.
Okay, great. So before I hang up, I want to make sure that I resend you a copy of my book, just to give you a sense of my sales strategy and methodology and philosophy. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Great. So would that same address work for you?
yeah, same address.
Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I'll send you a calendar invite for our meeting at your office at 8 a.m. on the 15th. And I look forward to meeting you there.
Yeah, sounds good. Look forward to it.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks.
So there is the real life phone sales call to a company president. Again, it's a replay, but it is a very real call. I want to hear from you. Which of these ideas did you find most useful? Be sure to share down below in the comments section to get involved in the conversation. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have an awesome free ebook on 25 tips to crush your sales goals. Just click right here, this little image right here, to get it instantly. Seriously, just click right here. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube. And be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking my little face right there to get access to a new video just like this one each week.